to another episode of Unboxing with Paul. And today, we're taking a look at items we ordered from TEMU. We're just trying to figure out if, number one, are they a scam or not? And number two, what kind of items do they send? Are they high quality items? Are they lower quality items? Are there items you should even be wasting your money on? Let's take a look at it. TEMU, again, is a distributor and retailer of items of dubious quality. Our very first item is a pair of earpods with the aux jack, and they are advertised as an MSRP of $5.99, but the website claims it is on sale for only 98 cents each, which makes it 83% off. And if you purchase more than one, you will receive even more discount, as I bought two of these and I got them for $1.78, bringing the price down to all the way to 89 cents a piece, which is quite a bargain. Now again, this is the bag that they came in. This is the packaging they came in, besides that big ginormous mail bag that they enclosed it in. And just right off the bat, they are 88 cents for a reason. Let me show you what I mean by that. Just immediately taking them out of the box, they feel even lighter than usual, and they sound even more hollow than usual. Okay, these actually sound and feel like they're gonna fall apart if I put any sort of pressure on them. But just before I crush them or before I put any sort of pressure on them, let me just show you the kind of craftsmanship that we get with an item of this price. You see how the plastic molding on this little piece is not the greatest. It hasn't been cleaned off. The wire itself is a little bit thin and crumpled in some areas. There's not a very high quality knockoff, because I've seen other knockoffs and they are very, very high quality. I've seen other knockoffs that are such high quality that you think that they're real. You know, you question yourself on whether you should be spending money on real items. And then here's another thing that I've seen with really, really cheap peripherals, is that immediately whenever you take them out of the box or out of the bag, they will already look tarnished or dirty, as if they have been used, or as if they have been sitting out for a while. Like, they look slightly corroded. They don't look clean and spotless. They look like they suffered. They look like subpar materials. And again, bear in mind, this was 88 cents after discount, because we wound up buying 2 for 1. And again, I really don't want to be too harsh on these, but it really, really does feel like they're going to fall apart the moment I put any sort of pressure. Like literally like that. So on the bright side, we get to look inside and we get to see that, unlike our earpods, which have an actual speaker grill on the top, these just have a little black sticker with mesh painted on. Here, let me show you. Typically earpods, behind here is an actual grill. For sound to come in and out of. However, when you look at these knockoffs, it's just a little black sticker. There's no sort of grill. On the other side, it looks like there's a grill. There's the appearance of a grill, but there's no grill. There's literally no grill. And again, I wasn't trying to break these. They felt loose. They felt cheap. They felt as if, again, if I put any sort of pressure on them, that they would break, and they immediately did. Now let's see if I can put them back together. You know what? These don't look like they were glued or sealed on. These literally look like they were pressed on, because they have little tabs that align and click in. Okay, let's look at the other side. Let's give it a little squeeze. Little squeeze. Or how did I get them out? Can we get? Was it maybe just a one-off? Or are they supposed to be on a lot tighter than that? Anyway, I'm not here to try to break into these. I'm not here to destroy them in any way, shape, or form. I'm literally just here to see if they work, to plug them in and find out what they sound like. Let's use our handy dandy little dongle and plug these up with their iPhone. Okay. For 88 cents. I'm not mad at these at all. Yeah, they're garbage. Yeah, they're trash. Yeah, they're not the best sounding headphones at all. But again, for 88 cents, they do the job and then some. I would definitely go out of my way to recommend these to people. Especially if you know your headphones may get destroyed, especially if you know your headphones will go through something. This is a perfectly good pair of headphones. They sound a little trashy, they sound a little mucky, but for 88 cents, holy cow, these get the job done and then some. I would definitely not worry about recommending these to somebody if they are worried about their headphones being destroyed, if they're worried about their headphones being lost, stolen, or whatever. These are perfectly fine. They do the job. They literally play the music. They play the video. They play whatever you need to be played. And they do it well. For 88 cents, I think I'm going to let them slide with their shitty build quality and their low sound quality and their tarnished jack because they were 88 cents. The second item on our list is also a pair of Apple EarPods. Now this time around, this one, instead of it being with the aux jack to where we have to use our little dongle and put it there so that we can use it with our iPhone, this one is the one with the lightning connector. This is the one with the lightning connector that is going to plug in directly into your iPhone. Now, right off the bat, again, also very... Actually, these look and feel much higher quality than the ones with the aux jack. I'm gonna go ahead and guess that these feel much higher quality because these are $1.98, so about twice the price of the previous ones and then some. So definitely the build quality on them is much nicer, much higher. They feel a lot more solid, and even the lightning jack down here is protected with a little blue cover. Now I'm gonna guess that again that's removable. That's just to keep it from scratching during shipping or manufacturing. And yes, this is a removable little blue sleeve, but again they just feel like much higher quality than the ones with the audio jack. The ones with the audio jack literally feel like they're gonna fall apart in my hands, and they did, as you guys can go ahead and rewind and watch that part of the video. But let's go ahead and plug these up. Look a little crooked, but that's okay. And let's go ahead and take a listen to them. Oh no! Huh. Oh no, these don't work. We're gonna get content matched. Oh boy, these don't work. What the hell? So it's odd because when I plug them in, I hear a boop sound, like an actual audible notification sound. Oh, there we go. They're coming up as beats. Who has beats? Are they coming up as beats? Baits. We have some baits. What the heck? What in the... This is some MacGyvering if I have ever seen some. You guys saw that. These came up as Bluetooth headphones. They're still coming up as Bluetooth headphones. Look, they're coming up as baits. Baits. Not beats. Baits. They're coming up as baits. But let's take a listen. Not only disregard the completely funky baits thing that at first they wouldn't come up, and then once they came up, they're coming up as Bluetooth headphones. They sound really good. They sound very, very loud. I think it's because of the lightning connector, but they sound much louder. They sound higher quality. They sound a little bit better than the ones with the aux cord. But again, for $1.98, these definitely get the job done. These have just as good of a build quality as Apple genuine earpods, and the only thing that's left for me to do is for me to be able to see if you can actually... Yep, you can. You can actually play pause with the in-ear controls, and you can actually turn it up and turn it down. For $1.98, holy cow. No wonder people buy knockoffs. No wonder nobody wants to buy original stuff. You know, again, I'm going to admit that for the first half, I really think this one's not going to work. Let's see what happens when we unplug these from our iPhone. It really does treat them as a Bluetooth because it doesn't immediately disconnect them. Wow. It really did treat them as Bluetooth devices. I'm impressed. Okay, and the next item on our list is going to be the Langsdom D4C double driver earphones. To the hardest of mine, I just couldn't find any sort of specs on this online besides the ones on the box. It tells us that we have 8mm driver, but I may think that might be a lie only because it says we have dual drivers, and usually if we're gonna have two of them, I don't believe we're gonna have enough room for two 8mm drivers in each earbud, but let's go ahead and find out. These came in at $5.98, and no, I did not get the pair of them. But again, regardless, let's go ahead and find out what do we get in the box. Oh, that is nice. We get a very nice little pseudo leather pouch, because I don't believe for a second this is real leather. And inside, we get the actual earbuds themselves, as well as 4 additional earbud tip sizes in case the pre-installed medium ones are too big or too small for you. There's additional sizes here, as well as a little clip for you to be able to clip this onto your shirt. And again, here are the earbuds themselves. They are wrapped with a clear plastic, so they have that nice futuristic look to them. I don't know how well that is conveyed. There we go. See, that's conveyed very well on the camera. So they look cool at the very least, right? For $6, I'm sure you could go wrong. And this is what our jack looks like. Looks like a fairly sturdy jack. And on the bright side, at least it doesn't look tarnished. So I already have a higher expectation out of it than I did out of the previous pieces. This is a driver itself. And yes, indeed, I can confirm that I do see 2 round shaped items that appear to be the drivers in there. So it looks like we do have, in fact, 2 actual drivers in each one of our earbuds, and we're going to see if that makes too much of a difference whenever we're listening to our music. And we do have the typical in-ear controls such as volume up, volume down, and answering / ending phone call button. That also is going to serve as play pause. Okay, let's go ahead and put these on and see what they actually sound like. Oh, immediately they are not very comfortable in your ear, and one of them just popped out of my ear. Yeah, they're not very comfortable in your ear. They look like they really want to go in there, but they just don't. Again, this is what this one looks like, and they look like they feel like they already want to pop them out of my ear. But nonetheless, let's go ahead and fire up some music. These headphones sounded perfectly well when it came to your mids and your highs. Voices sounded sparkly, they sounded shimmery, everything sounded good, and they even got such high in volume that my ears hurt. So that's something that I need to research a little bit more on. I need to find out what exactly was it about these headphones that made them be so much louder than other headphones that I've tried. Again, so much so that when I turn these all the way up, my ears hurt. That doesn't happen. Usually headphones and earphones never hurt my ears. And again, I will have to do more research into this as to find out why. Again, was it the driver size? Was it the fact that it was dual drivers? Was it the manufacturer? Or, what was it about this that was able to produce a much louder and higher sound than I'm used to with other headphones? Now, where these did lack was in the mids and bass and lows. The lows were absolutely non-existent. There were no sort of lows to be spoken of or to be heard anywhere near these headphones. But again, your mids and your highs sounded so good, and they were so well tuned that again, they kind of hurt my ears when I turned them all the way up. That's such a good volume out of these. For $5.98, oh yeah, absolutely go ahead and pick these up, because I don't know of any louder headphones or any much nicer headphones, especially no dual driver headphones. And you can get much worse sounding headphones for a lot more. For $6, go ahead and snag these up. That's a no-brainer. Snag these up. Now, the next item that we have on our list is this multi-function multi-cleaning pen that I mostly got for us to be able to clean our AirPods Pro. And these came in for $1.48, but of course you guys already know that I couldn't pass up the additional discount, so I went ahead and I bought 2 of them for $2.78. And let's go ahead and get it open. That's it. This is it. This is one of the attachments that comes out of it, like a full-sized brush tool that comes out that I'm gonna guess you can use to be able to brush your, like your keyboard or other large surface items. As again, this is a fairly large brush, and whenever we're done, we simply press down and slide it back on in. And it looks like we also have a microfiber tipped wrapped stick that we can use to go ahead and clean the inside of our AirPods Pro case. And again, we simply press in and press down, slide back in. And last but not least, we seem to have a sort of like an old school pen style tool that is going to help us remove dirt, debris, and earwax out of our AirPods Pro, as well as a very, very small itty bitty little brush that is adjacent to our little tool to remove crud. And again, this is a very, very small brush. Let's go ahead and see how well this thing performs at doing the one job it's meant to do, which is to clean your AirPods or other wireless Bluetooth devices. As soon as we get it out of here. So then this is our AirPods case. I'm gonna put this one in there, take this one out. And look at that, we actually have a product that does what it was designed and what it was meant to do. So let's go now, let's fish our earpods out of there. And again, we're gonna retract this one in there, and we're gonna pull out our little microfiber stick. That's what I'm gonna call this, the microfiber stick. And the microfiber stick is supposed to go into the wells of your AirPods Pro case, and it's literally the exact size for you to be able to go ahead and introduce this. And again, once you're done, you simply retract it in there. We do have, remember, the full-size brush. Brush. And for those really stubborn crud or that really stubborn dirt that gets left behind in there, like so, you could just go ahead and I'm gonna guess you do this, and it cleans it and it removes it like so. And I'm gonna guess that the microfiber stick is a lot more useful than what I originally gave it credit for, as it removed the majority of the other crud that I wasn't able to remove with the other pieces. And again, this is to clean the AirPods case itself, all right? So now, what if you happen to have some dirt and or some debris in the charging port? Well, with this little tool, you can actually go ahead and you can clean out crud that you may have stuck in there. Now, luckily for me, I don't have anything in there, and I think I should stop poking around there before I mess it up. But mine is pretty clean, but as you can see, you have enough room and enough clearance with this tool to be able to fish stuff out of there, which is very cool. In addition to having the itty bitty brush, it's going to help you clean a very, very small brush. Now, let's go ahead and take a look at our earpods. Again, a very, very small brush. It's going to help us get in between all those little nooks and crannies. Our AirPods actually look very, very clean. They look to be, and they appear to be, in very, very good shape. The only reason why I would use this is in case, I don't know, that you were to remove the actual tips from your AirPods and you were to have some cord left in there. That's where I would go, and I would go around it like this, like so, to be able to remove most of the debris that's left around there. But again, this AirPod is fairly clean. Let's go ahead and put it back on. Let's strip it on, put it back on like so. And again, if anything, you can go ahead on the inside like so and be able to remove crud and debris that's stuck inside the earpod. But as we can see, these earpods are in fairly good condition, and they seem to be fairly clean. And even if they weren't clean, that's what this tool is for. You can go ahead and you can take the little brush that comes along with it, and you can just go ahead, and clean these things up. I'm pleasantly surprised. I wasn't expecting this thing to do that good of a job, but I'm pleasantly surprised, especially since I don't clean my AirPods very often, and they do get used daily. They get used very often. They get used every single time I go to bed. And then last but not least, we have the Lenovo ThinkPlus LivePods XT89. Now, I'm pretty sure these are the ones that I seen on the advertisement that says, "Boss, why isn't anybody shopping our stuff?" And it tells them, "Oh, because at $1 so and so, people think it's a scam." Well, of course we're gonna think it's a scam. And actually, I found these online for $8.48. So these were not $1.50 or $2.50 like the advertisement or like the YouTube videos that you've seen lately would have to make you believe. But again, these came in at $8.48. I didn't get a 2-pack as, again, the listing claims that they're supposed to have built-in noise canceling. But when I looked at the actual product details, both on the website and on the box, I couldn't find any actual noise canceling to be mentioned. In addition to that, it does claim they are water resistant, but I wouldn't go swimming with these anytime soon, as again, on the website, I wasn't able to find any sort of IP resistance, or on the box for that matter, there's no sort of IP resistance being listed. We got a very cute quality control sticker in the shape of a triangle that's been certified and that it passes. Okay, and we also got what I'm going to guess is a quick start guide / instruction manual. Yep, user manual. And we happen to find out we have a 10mm driver, so 2mm larger than the previous driver that we had, but we happen to have one of them instead of a dual one here. In the box, we got a Type A to Type C USB cable, as well as the actual earbuds themselves. Again, these are the ThinkPlus Lenovo earbuds. They are very cute. It's a very, very small case, especially when compared to AirPods Pros, a much, much smaller profile, both in width and in depth, as this is a slimmer case. Again, we can see an AirPods Pro case put side by side this case. And let's go ahead and get these open. Okay, so that's one. That is two. And actually, is there... Oh, man, look at that. So, I literally just fished these out, and there's already some residue on the side of these. I'm not sure how well you guys can see that, but there is already some sort of residue on these earbuds. These are supposed to be brand new. Mind you, they came from TEMU or whatever, but these are supposed to be brand new earbuds, and they already have blemishes on them. In addition to that, I do know that our charging case is Type C, but I don't see any sort of LED lighting. Maybe this one back here. Let's go ahead and plug them up. Oh, there we go. Yep, I see a little blue dot lighting up back here to presumably let you know that they are indeed charging. Let's go ahead and put them on and find out what they sound like. And on your list of Bluetooth devices, they will come up as Lenovo ThinkPlus XT89s. When they are connected, they will play and they will say connected to let you know that they have been in fact paired. Let's go ahead and fire up again. They would get us titanium so we can find out how good or how bad these headphones are. They sound okay. They don't particularly do well or overperform in any one area. They don't have the mids or the highs turned up. The lows are non-existent. These are very, very average, very subpar pair of Bluetooth headphones. But at $8.48, I mean, you can't really make too many faces at them. The only thing that I would ask them is that they would have rubber ear tips, as if I were to go jogging on these or take any sort of physical activity with these, I feel that the moment I were to turn sideways or jump around or anything like that, they would just immediately fall out. It's not something that I'd be very confident whenever I'm doing any sort of physical activity with them. The one only thing that I do enjoy about them is that they actually do have gestures. So if you either hold or double tap, it'll bring up the voice assistant, or if you just tap it, it'll play pause the previous song that you were listening to. And again, the typical ones are that I think if you do 1, 2, 3, it'll skip forward to the next song. Yep, and it sure did. For $8 and change, I would just get a pair of wired headphones. I'd save my money and I would go ahead and get a much nicer pair of Bluetooth headphones. And again, there was no sort of noise canceling, there was no sort of waterproofing, there was no sort of IPX rating on these. It was all based on the seller's listing. But once you actually got it, again, there was no waterproofing, there was no noise canceling to be found in this piece of Bluetooth headphones. Good, let me know in the comments, what are your thoughts on this? Again, this is the one that you see on the commercials. These are the Lenovo ones that you see on TEMU saying, boss, people think it's a scam. Well, of course people are going to think it's a scam. Again, you're advertising products for $1 or $2, and when people go and buy them, they want to be a little bit more expensive. Yeah, I can see, you know, like, you're being a little bit dishonest, but at the end of the day, I mean, the products aren't terrible. The products aren't the worst that I've encountered. I've definitely encountered much worse from legitimate companies that charge you way more. At least Temu doesn't really oversell itself. At least Temu knows exactly what they are and the crowd they are selling to. And as always, thanks for watching.